Monster Hunter Stories. More pocket-sized versions of well-known names are coming. This time, it's Capcom's own Monster Hunter series. If you've played on the 3DS, you'll know it's quite a difference from the series' usual fare. Instead of focusing on taming colossal beasts with in-depth action role-playing, Stories is more about riding around beast friends and battling them in FF-like turn-based battles. A great pickup for those familiar with Monster Hunter's nitty-gritty details. The price might be a bit steep for those looking for a quick fix. It has a play score of 8.13. Epic 7. Another free-to-play gacha game is in the lineup, but it seems as though Smilegate's JRPG has figured out a way to make pushing up the boulder a little more bearable, receiving glowing reviews from both critics and its many players. Epic 7 has been praised for its gorgeous graphics and captivating storyline that rewards players merely for exploring its wonderful world of unknowns, boasting minimal loading times, simple UI, and a constant stream of updates. Let's get lost in this universe they created. It receives a play score of 8.3. Brave 9. Tactical RPG sitting just above Epic 7, Brave 9 has also stepped up the game, while it still has flair in terms of story and fan service-wide visuals. What makes this game really stand out is their engaging gameplay and surprisingly complex combat system. As a turn-based strategy, there's plenty of characters to choose from, each forming integral parts in whichever of the many strategies you can program and employ. Biting diamonds will definitely give you an advantage, but even F2P players can enjoy what Brave 9 has to offer despite the slower pace. A play score of 8.3. Another Eaten the Cat Beyond. A powerful title which brings together some of the greatest minds of the JRPG genre. It's no wonder this game rocketed up the mobile charts. The story might be the usual JRPG fare of a brave hero going lengths to save the world from darkness, but the fact that it was written by Chrono Trigger's Masato Kato makes it a worthwhile time investment. That plus the game's soundtracks by Yasunori Matsuda and Shunsuke Tsuchiya. It's a shame that it's still riddled with free-to-play gacha elements, but another Eden makes it a fun experience, even without the fancy characters. It receives a play score of 8.56. Dragalia Lost Adventure. There might be a whole load of JRPGs out there, but you know it's gonna be special when it comes from Nintendo themselves. One of their first titles especially made for the mobile. This Cygames collaboration takes us into the life of the royal prince of Alberia as he makes a pact with dragons to protect his people. Just like many Japanese games on the mobile, it takes on the freemium gacha system. You may have to do quite a bit of grinding to get to the good stuff, but it definitely has a lot to offer in terms of production value. Take control of amazing characters, dive into the action, and listen to the sweet soundtracks of Dioko, currently only available in a few countries. It gets a play score of 8.09. Final Fantasy XV Pocket Edition. Final Fantasy XV was a behemoth of a title, and it's understandably quite an undertaking to create this portable version for the mobile. Using a polished 3D chibi presentation, it distills the most important parts of the ambitious RPG. Getting rid of a few side quests, you'll get 10 exciting chapters of the very same adventure. On the PS4, if you're on the fence about the remake, you'll luckily have the first chapter free. Get them chapter by chapter, or get the whole amazing experience for $20. Worth the investment for some. It gets a play score of 8.18. Langrisser X. Though it might not be a big JRPG name from Square Enix, this game still has quite a history under its belt. Masaya Games has been around since 1991, and now this new mobile version has blended new and old into one package. Revisit the 300 levels of the original game, and enjoy the modern fun of guild battles, boss raids, and real-time tactical battles. Its strategy gameplay has been universally praised as a polished experience that could compete with even the likes of Fire Emblem, keeping F2P players interested despite the gacha elements. It has a play score of 8.3. Saga Scarlet Grace. Enix's expanded port of their 12th Saga entry made it to the mobile. While Saga may be kind of an acquired taste, even for die-hard RPG fans, this mobile game keeps alive the idiosyncrasies of the series while appealing to a larger RPG audience. Despite being a tight-budget title, with what it has, ambitions impresses. Other than a gorgeous story filled with interesting side quests, it also boasts distinct yet accessible combat alongside their unique growth system. A premium game without the gacha hassles, it's easily a game for RPG fans and it gets a score of 8.4. Shin Megami Tensei. Sega Shin Megami Tensei series also makes an appearance on this list. One of Japan's highest-ranking games, this is Shin Megami Tensei going digital, spinning their dark and mysterious tales on the mobile platform. Play as the demon downloader and use the power of the smartphone to summon them into battle against the evil acolytes. It's an immersive title, with AR modes, PvP duels, and Japanese voice casting. Sure, it's still a free-to-play gacha game, but it definitely keeps the spirit of the SNT series alive. It has a play score of 8.23. Dissidia Final Fantasy. Opera Omnia. Speaking of big names, this one is also a hell of a crossover. It's not quite as expansive as the original Dissidia Final Fantasy for the consoles, but it does carry some of the addictiveness of the series. Encounter some of the best-loved Final Fantasy heroes and villains, and play around with the game's unique bravery combat system. It even has some of Final Fantasy's trademark character building systems. If you're a fan of the series, there's a lot to love in this free-to-play mobile version which gets a play score of 8.11.